when something like this happens, you look at it, what does God think? God just gives us an opportunity to do something about it. That's all. What are we going to do? Okay, great. It's a house of God. All right, it's been burnt down. Okay, all right. We'll clear out the place, build a better one, a more beautiful one. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. And let the devil lick his wounds. Yeah, that's it. Because we must look at life from the spiritual. This is not what you call an accident. No. Because we are not ordinary people. We are helped all the time. He told us even when you walk, he says, don't worry. You wouldn't even dash your foot against a stone. Why? He said, because he gives his angels charge concerning you. So everything that happens in your life is on plan. There's no accident to the child of God. No. I mean, last night.
Let me talk about this particular video. I know nothing is wrong with this video, with the statement of Pastor Chris. But the question I want to ask is this. What if this church is a church that doesn't have money to build another bigger one, another bigger house? What I'm trying to say is this. Christians, churches have lost sight from what God wants. They have lost sight to know what God wants, but what money can do. A big church for that matter, a big pastor for that matter, want to look upon a role model. If such a thing happen, I am not trying to correct anybody. I am not trying to correct anybody. But to my own understanding, spiritual understanding and experience, I think that when such a thing occur, a man of God should call the members. In fact, what you're supposed to hear in social media is this. Let all the members of Christ Embassy pray so that they can inquire from God first. Whether what has happened came from God or came from Satan, they can inquire from God. He should have told the members to go into prayer and ask God, this that has happened, is it thy will? Why did this thing happen? Then let God respond, this is the hand of the devil. Now I want you to build a bigger one. You can now come out and tell people, look at what God has said. We are going to build another one, a bigger one, to shame the devil. Okay, what if the wrath of God is upon the church? What if there is something the church has committed, that the wrath of God is upon it, and God wants to chasten it? Is this how you are going to respond? What if what happened as a result of God's wrath, and you want to defy God's wrath? Because there is money to start up building another one immediately. We are going to build a bigger one. Churches should start refining itself to have their focus on God. If something happened to any church, let that church pray first and ask God the reason of what happened, why it happened. Not jumping into conclusion of what to do without seeking God first. You might have prayed this morning, but I tell you that it is too early. It is too fast to announce to the public, to announce in social media that we are going to build another one immediately. The statement should be, let all go into prayer to know the will of God, to know the reason of why what happened. If we are to appease God, if we are to plead for mercy, if we are to pray, is there anything we are doing wrong that we are not doing right? Is there anything to take correction on? Is there anything to take correction on? I don't see the reason some kind of strange thing like this will happen to a big church, the house of God, and we will not seek the face of God first to know why what happened, to know the step forward, and we will conclude to build a bigger one, a bigger church, because the money is there, Therefore, we no longer seek the consent of God. This is why so many men of God today, when someone say a single word against them in social media, they will use police and army and arrest them because they think they have the money. Money is the God they worship. They don't truly seek God or worship God. Yes. Instead of to commit everything into the hand of God, they will do it by their own power. And what are we to learn from them? I pray, may God grant us the understanding to know His will, to walk not on our own, but to walk according to His directions.